Hello everyone! Welcome to the ICBM challenge. I'm Edmund, I'm your commentator and observer for today in this match between the Pentagon Wargaming team and the Slitherine team. We're going to just cut straight into it. We're going to drop into the team channels now and meet the teams. So first things first, let's join with the Pentagon team. Hello Pentagon team.
Yay.
That's us.
Hey, welcome. So you're taking on the Slitherine team today. Are you nervous, Pentagon Wargaming team?
Yeah, look at their ratings. Wow.
It does look like they have a whole lot more hours in this than we do.
All right, so tell us a bit about yourselves.
Well, actually, we all work in game together here in the Northern Virginia area. I would even say some of us are friends at times.
At times.
Yeah, occasionally.
Some people might be surprised to hear that the Pentagon has a wargaming team. Tell us a little bit about that.
And I was surprised to figure out the Pentagon had wargaming teams. It's not something that's advertised a lot, but it's a way to get higher ups thinking in creative ways about sort of directions they got to go.
Any thoughts for the start of the match? That's always a key part of the match. Have you thought about how you're going to deploy?
Yeah, we have a strategy we've been sort of practicing. We'll see how well it works out.
You've been trying like 8 hours a day every day since you heard about this, right? I know.
Unfortunately, we have actual jobs that we have to go to that eat up a whole bunch of our time. So we haven't had as much time to play this out as the dev team. So I'm sure they oof.
Okay, all right. I'm going to pop in with the Slitherine team now. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you in the match.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, cheers.
Okay.
Because
Hello, Slitherine team.
Keep on any defense.
Yeah.
Wow, you're talking strategy already. I haven't even asked you yet. So tell us a bit about yourself, Slitherine team.
All right. So we're the Slitherine team. With me is Paolo Paglianti. He is the PR manager for Slitherine, and he will be playing as East Asia. I have Vladimir here, who is the lead developer on ICBM, and he'll be playing as West Asia. Hatcake, which is Dan, is assistant producer here, and he is playing as Russia. And I'm Surtur, I'm producer on the game, and I'll be playing as the Pacific. So basically, Australia plus Indonesia.
Okay, all right, you got it all thought out. So, do you think having the lead developer on your team is cheating?
He definitely knows all the ins and outs of the game, so it's certainly not a liability.
So, have you given any thought? Well, I heard you just as I came in. Have you given some thought to your starting plans? The Pentagon Wargaming team were keeping their cards very close to their chest, so I don't think that they trust me.
Yeah, we have a rough sort of division of responsibilities and technologies to focus. So in my case, for example, being surrounded by water, it makes a lot of sense to go into more of the naval side of things. And we got some other specializations as well, which you'll be seeing probably over the next half an hour or so.
All right, guys. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and let's bring up the game. Let's bring up the lobby. Okay, alright, the lobby's up and we are ready to begin. So, in your own time, guys, let's get this match kicked off, and I will join with the audience now and leave you guys to it for a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm pretty excited and maybe a little bit nervous that there's a Pentagon Wargaming team involved in this match. The game is a piece of malware that will take over the US arsenal. I'm not quite sure that's the case. We are loading, we are live. Welcome to the world. As you know it. It's not going to be the same once they're done though. So, of course, the early phase of the game is going to involve deploying whatever units and technologies they decided to buy before the match began. So we will now see all the players deploying everything during the pause phase. Oh, no, we've gone live straight away, so there's going to be a rush to deploy. Alright, we got some key deployments here. Really defensive deployment from the USA team there. I guess you could call it offensive, but there's quite a long distance to attack from here. Oh, maybe they actually have a plan to attack from here. Slitherine team seems to have a strike force that looks like it's geared up for a European assault. Oh, and it's kicking off in the med immediately. Note the radar towers will enable you to see the enemy. Without them, it's very difficult to actually fight back, and the Pentagon Wargaming team does not appear to have any radar support here, so they're going to more likely than not lose the air war here. Ship-to-air missiles are a research topic in this game, so if you don't have them, your destroyers cannot defend against aircraft. The Pentagon Wargaming team are taking huge losses here early. Ouch! Okay, everything else seems quiet right now, but that's a huge loss for the Pentagon Wargaming team. They lost a carrier and a few destroyers there. Slitherine threw away a submarine there. In your own borders, your units are considered in supply, and they'll slowly repair, and that can make the difference in a one-on-one. Oh, nukes are being dropped already! With the loss of the Pentagon Wargaming team's carrier in the med, I think the Slitherine team thinks it might be easy to strike. Oh, counter-strike is coming. But there's a lot of air patrols here, it might be stopped. They got 2 drops in. Let's pop into the Pentagon team and see what they think about the early game.
So their carrier group is sitting off Auckland.
Hey guys, you took an early loss there. You lost a carrier group in the med. What happened? Talk to me.
Oh, I was not thinking.
They had deployed radar there, so they won the air war because they had superior intelligence. Were you were you not expecting them to deploy so far forward?
Mitch.
Speak to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can feel the pressure in this room.
I'm down with my carrier.
I can feel the pressure in this room. Okay, all right. I'll leave you guys to focus on your tasks in hand. Let's get Slitherine's side of what just went down. Hey, boys.
Hi.
You're doing us proud. You took an early lead. The Pentagon Wargaming team deployed in the med, and it went horribly wrong for them.
They're not doing too bad. I think I got a nice score lead.
So humble. I see all-out nuclear engagement between Egypt and the Middle East here. Any plans for how you're going to deal with that carrier?
Well, with my fighters and bombers. So first I need to clear out these fighters from that carrier.
As in the real war, the Middle East is the beginning of World War II, probably.
It does appear that the Pentagon Wargaming team have got surface-to-air missiles for their destroyers, though, so it's not going to be such an easy target, I think. Okay. All right, guys. I'll leave you to it. I'll come back later.
All right.
Well, looks like the Slitherine team are going to move in to try and deal with this carrier group. Europe has deployed all kinds of defenses after losing its navy. Oh, what is this engagement? But no nuclear arsenal here, so no ability to damage enemy cities. But maybe the possibility of taking out critical infrastructure along the coastline, especially these airfields. Oh, this carrier group is nuking Buenos Aires. In what I'm going to call the Clindathu strategy. The only good Buenos Aires is a dead one. SAM sites have been deployed, but is it a bit too late? A lot of damage has already been done. Oh, we got the engagement here, and the carrier has been taken out. Cruisers cannot really defend themselves against anything but ships, but they're very good against ships. Ooh! Medium-range ballistic missiles used to take out the stationary fleet here. Oh, it's another mistake by the Wargaming team. And it looks like globally things are calming down, so maybe now's a good time to pop in with the Wargaming team and see how they feel. Hey guys, it seems like things are cooling down a little bit globally. How do you feel?
I don't know about that. I'm seeing a lot of merms over in the Middle East.
Are you?
Yeah, hey, tell them to chill out.
Full disclosure here, I work for Slitherine, so I won't be cheering for you. I could be impartial, but I can't be your friend.
Oh, fair enough. Appreciate the honesty.
Do you think the SAM deployments have come a little bit late for Africa? You've taken some serious damage there.
Alright, took care of that fleet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Never.
Yeah, I sammed up right away.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to pop in with the Slitherine team now and see what they think.
Tell them we're scared.
Hey guys, how do you think you're doing?
Very well, thank you.
All right.
We are getting ready to end the war.
Getting ready to end the war.
I'm wondering about attacking first the US because there are a lot of huge cities where we get a lot of points if we destroy Mexico City, New York, or Los Angeles. Or
Yeah.
we can aim to Africa because Africa is right now is the most dangerous enemy opponent we have and is second in the ladder. Obviously, we are just beginning because the real war is not yet started. So, but to aim for the jugular, as we say in Italy, let's kill the worst enemy.
Very good. What do you think about the US's investment in the Pentagon team's investment in lots of satellites here? I see a lot of aerial surveillance going on.
It's a very good tactics, and actually we expect to do something unusual from the opposing team since they are so professional. I mean, they are people that for the job they play war games to understand if they can use for the real thing. I mean, for the military. So
this South African engagement is
already
going
imagine
really
they
well.
will do something good. I mean.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there. You've got a really good engagement going on in the South of Africa here.
On the South Africa, yeah. No, there is a
Yeah,
huge battle here.
This is the game that tests your geography.
No, as soon as you ask me, as far as you ask me for the continents, I can get it. If you ask me to go, let's see Dhaka, probably I have to check on the internet. But in any case, for the continent, we are pretty on the safe side.
So we're an hour in game time. How long does the game last typically? In game time and in real time?
I think in real time is normally I've seen games. The average for a game is half an hour, because after half an hour of exchanging nukes, the world collapses. You have the percentage on the top right corner that is the global pollution, and when the people begins to shoot ICBM and 10 megatons missiles, the world dies pretty fast. In game terms, normally I think I never saw a game going more than one full day, because as in the real hypothetical, we hope, world, the World War III would last really not a lot. I mean,
and it's 3 hours of in-game time, is it?
Yeah.
3 hours of in-game time. Cool. All right, I'll let you guys get on.
Thank you.
All right. I think the Pentagon Wargaming team are in real trouble here, but they've got they have a pretty serious deployment of Scud launchers here. So if they can arm them with good nukes, they might be able to push damage into central Russia, which seems relatively undefended. Don't forget, all things in this game have a ballistic trajectory, so these defenses would be very good to defend Moscow and nearby cities, but not so good to defend cities further back. And the huge satellite network that they've built means it's going to be easy for them to pick targets that they can hit. But building the arsenal takes time. So if the Slitherine team can detect this early and destroy it before the missiles are ready, then that would be a really good move for them. So we'll have to see how this situation develops. Oh, no, he's launching straight away. He's going after the enemy's air defenses so that they can launch at Moscow. Oof. There's no radar here. There's radar here and here. It might be a struggle to intercept these. Oh, he hasn't got the necessary anti-missile technology. So the SAM sites are actually defenseless. Oh, that's a blunder for the Slitherine team. Meanwhile, these two carrier groups are menacing around. All these cities are undefended. If this carrier group can get into position, but it's almost impossible to hit a fleet that's moving with medium-range ballistic missiles. So shots against it will be wasted. Oof! Someone dropped a 10 megaton on Trampler. There goes a few million people. You never thought you'd hear someone laughing and joking about that. Oh, more big hits. I think there was about 13 million people here. There aren't there aren't any more. It looks like the Slitherine team are building their own Scud launchers and are now counter-attacking enemy emplacements. The Wargaming team have identified that this radar is really letting them be targeted, but they failed to take it out. They're trying though. Oh, the US is under pressure now. Can they take down the carrier before it starts dropping on choice US targets? Now he's pulling away. He's out of bombers. The bombers were all shot down. He's got to return home to get more aircraft. So while they didn't kill the carrier group, they did successfully remove its teeth. So that could be considered a win for the Pentagon Wargaming team. And things are really kicking off all over the planet now. Oh, Bangalore took 2 massive hits. What is that going for? Lima just took a hit. It seems like both teams don't believe in defenses because it's all-out aggression and very little successfully defended attacks. Oh, Vladimir is using his pause. You have a limit of 30 seconds of pause you can use if you're really under pressure. Hello, Wargaming team.
Howdy.
Hey,
How do you feel the situation's developing? You did well to destroy all of that carrier group's bombers before they could get most of their payload off. I see that India is also taking a lot of damage. You guys are under too much pressure, you can't talk to me.
Oh my god.
all
My question
Gotta
is those.
focus on the micro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do the thing.
Try. I may lose, but I'm at least gonna destroy all of West Asia first.
You've done some really serious damage to the whole of the Indian continent.
yeah, I am totally
Calcutta's still looking too healthy, though. Hold on, I got something for that.
Oh, I think Glasgow just took another hit.
Alright, the game is being
Goes
slowed
Beijing.
down because the pressure is too much.
Hey, bye bye Beijing.
Do you feel like you've done enough damage to Moscow? Is there any... Tell me, is there any particular reason that Moscow has offended you?
I don't know. It exists.
Hold on, there's still
We're
people
supposed to say
alive.
that.
There's a lot of other targets in Russia. I kind of feel a bit sorry for Moscow.
Oh, they finally caught my sub. It only took them 2 full reloads.
Alright guys, I'll let you get on with it. Good luck.
Get some help.
African cities.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
Hello.
you've established a pretty solid lead here. How's it going?
Pretty
We are
good.
destroying the world. You are destroying the world.
Do you guys...
From the thickness of our bunker, we are destroying the world. The problem is it will be when we'll be outside with all that green sky around us, but for now it's fun.
The Pentagon Wargaming team felt like they were under so much pressure they could barely talk to me. You're not feeling the heat.
Definitely feeling some of that.
There is a pretty solid... Edmond, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. There is a pretty solid line of defense on both sides on the Europe-Russia line, but they feel unguarded a bit, the North American part. Don't know why.
Yeah, I see you have a carrier group deep in American territory right now. Oh, you just had it nuked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof, that's gonna hurt, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little. Though they got their money's worth for them. They sailed all the way across Africa.
They
Took out a couple of nuclear silos. Took out an airfield.
they felt threatened enough that they wasted precious
submarine,
nuclear
submarine.
ordnance on your carrier.
Submarine next to Tripoli.
Tripoli. I will destroy it.
Oh, yep, there's a there's a lot of damage being done in the Med right now.
I'm starting my bombing runs in Africa, by the way.
I note here that the only person with a really good score is you, Paolo. Tell us your secret.
Thank you. Well, the secret is to play a lot on the job plates.
It's to play a lot on the job. Should you be saying that?
I got trained for this game.
I think you've been largely left alone, but oof, maybe that's a trend that's going to end. Alright, I'll let you guys get on.
All right.
Alright, guys. How are you feeling about the match so far? Playing max speed and talking about the game might not be the best idea. Is the best idea. Is the best idea that they ever had. Ooh, look at the damage! Ooh. Oh, there's nothing left. Once the population drops to about 1.5 million or less, you can pretty much consider that to be a barren rock. Oh, Vancouver! Oh, there's nothing left of Los Angeles either. Oh man, the US is taking huge hits. Houston has got a problem. Oh, Slitherine team are having their silos targeted. The US must have scouted them somehow, maybe using space radar. Oh, this is huge loss for the Slitherine team. You can clearly see that they can see all of them. Oh. No, it went for Beijing. There's still one silo left. Maybe they can't see it. Wow, things have been kicking off in Europe as well. There's almost nothing left. The front line for the Slitherine team is holding. Polo is finally being targeted. Australia is finally taking some damage. Ouch. Maybe they can knock down some of that score. The spectator view is currently being developed and added to, but it's very difficult to keep track of everything that's going on in a total all-out nuclear global conflict. All right, let's have a quick check-in with the Pentagon team. That almost looked like they nuked themselves. Oh, we have 2 destroyers here, and they're armed with short-range nuclear ballistic missiles. They took one, and they got the other. That was really close. And these 2 hero bombers are really heavily damaged. That could have gone very differently. You got very lucky there, Pentagon Wargaming team. You took out those 2 destroyers in your waters there.
Yep.
Just barely.
Committed every plane.
Your two bombers had like about 10% of their HP left.
We have great airmen here in the United States of America.
You're looking a bit thinned out, guys. What's going on?
It's problematic at the moment.
Banking on survivability may not have been the best idea.
There's not long to go. Can you pull it back?
I don't know, man. Paulo, whatever he did, whatever secret sauce you guys gave him, it worked. He ate his Wheaties this morning.
I can't reveal anything about the other team's strategy, but needless to say, there is a strategy.
There's no doubt in that one.
All things considered, though, we haven't done that bad.
The excuses are coming already.
Oh no! This is not an excuse. You look at it, and 4 of us we're doing actually pretty well for having played this game for all of like 11 hours.
That's fair enough. That is fair enough. I actually think you've held out pretty well. I think that early loss of that entire naval group at the very beginning, that really hurt you guys right from the start.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
But it happens. It happens. You'll know it for the next game, right?
Oh God, got that destroyer.
This is hopefully a best of 3. We should have time for a best of 3, so you'll have your chance to pull it back.
All right.
Hey, Doc, can you help me with that carrier group down in the Gulf of Mexico off the coast? Yeah.
Anime's being destroyed. Why?
And there goes Japan.
No! How could you?
America will not go silently.
We will not go silently into the night. Here and now and no further.
South America is just tired of Australia's BS, so take that, unfair trade balances. Or
nice hits there, taking out that all-important silo. All right, let's check in with the Slitherine boys and see how they feel. Guys, you let Japan get bombed. What is wrong with you?
Sorry?
You let Japan get bombed. They're destroying the anime. What are you doing?
It's a necessary sacrifice.
Feeling quite confident that you have this in the bag. I guess your strategy was to have Polo collect all the points.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because Polo is better than the others.
No, it worked. It works well.
We are working as a team, obviously. So they are shielding me from the enemy missiles, and I'm getting all the fun shooting missiles around the world. Now we'll target Spain.
They didn't correctly identify that just one of you would be on the major offense, while the other 3 would be sacrificed, and that's worked out really well for you.
Actually, the idea is the China territory, the East Asia, is the one that is more difficult to attack from the opponents. So the other guys in my team are trying to shield me, while I spent my time studying and researching for the silos and the...
Oh, there goes the wine.
What, sorry?
There goes the wine. Paris gets nuked off the face of the earth.
Paris, yes.
Okay, we got just 7 minutes left in the match. Best of luck, guys. I think you've got this one in the bag, though.
Tell the people, Edmond, tell the guys of the Pentagon that if they want to do another game, we can do another game immediately after if they want.
Yep, I've already spoken to them. Don't worry. It's
okay.
as best we can. It's going to be a best of 3. So, but I'm sure you can 2-0 them, right?
Sounds good.
All right, guys. I'll check in with you later.
Cheers.
Is everyone enjoying the stream? I can't even keep up with it now. Oof. Well, the US has survived relatively well. What they've done is the US guys have all individually done very well, and what the Slitherine team have done is they've had 3 team members work primarily on defense and navy, and have 1 team member develop as much nuclear arsenal as possible to score as many points as possible, and that's worked out well for them. So while the several Slitherine team members have lost a huge amount of points, compressing all the points onto 1 person should give them the win. The world is looking very different right now. There is very little left on the board. I think a lot of Navy has been lost in aggressive action. We will be in for the final scores very shortly. Alright, just 15 in-game seconds left, which is like 2 seconds. Alright. And I'm... I mean, everybody loses, but this is quite clearly a win for the Slitherine team here. Very, very nicely done. Right, let's drop in with the teams now, and let's have a little talk about how that went down. Alright, boys, if we can join you guys together in one room.
Yeah, let's go to the
sure.
other.
If I can get you boys to move up to the lobby.
I guess it's time to go ahead and spin up NORAD and...
Time to spin up NORAD.
All right, Paulo.
Hello. So, how did everybody think that went?
It would have been better if Paulo would have still come today.
That actually went pretty well, I think. All things considered for us.
Yeah. So, I think the Slitherine team had a strategy here to pile the points onto one guy, and it worked out very well. What do you think about that? You individually all did quite well, but I think the Slitherine team sold 2 of their members up the river to drive points onto one guy.
Now, how do you do that?
Well, I will point out that Australia and New Zealand are now, like, they're actually doing Mad Max down there now with the amount of warheads that got dropped on Australia, and, well, New Zealand just doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, one thing to point out to everybody listening, this game is fun, and especially with 8 people playing, it's a blast.
It's a blast.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish Paulo didn't play, but he's been practicing 14 hours a day.
Yes, he was positively radiant about his victory.
Did he dance? Did he do a dance?
Mitch, are we still friends, or did you get angry with me because I nuked London?
Look, I always love you, but let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm payback.
It was true that if I want this game, you invited me to the Pentagon to see the real Pentagon as soon as we can travel.
Hey guys, we're ready to go. We're dropping into the game. So, hold on to your seats because another few billion people are about to die. Alright, let's go. Okay, now we wait to see whether the Pentagon Wargaming team have learnt from the previous engagement. I believe the final score, they lost by about 500 points in total. But it wasn't close, points-wise. Well, I mean, it was close enough, but we could tell at a glance that the Slitherine team had won and didn't have to sit down and add the points together. The difference was about 500 points. It's not so bad, actually. If they truly haven't been practicing, that's quite impressive. We can already see that they've learnt from their previous mistakes and have established radar on the front line straight away to try and work out what's going on. Oh, but is it a mistake? Because this time the Slitherine team have deployed right on the front line here, and they might take some of this out early. Oh, it is already kicking off. We have carrier and fleet engagement here, but this is being supported by an airport, so the Pentagon Wargaming team should withdraw here. It would be a mistake to press this engagement. Although they just have the one carrier. The submarine could make a difference here, but Slitherine have also got a submarine deployed in this area. Oh, they've dropped a radar. And an airport, okay. They might be able to hold it here. Pretty important that they don't lose a carrier really early like they did in the previous engagement. And we have the same situation developing here as well. Maximum aggression. But this one will be in the Wargaming team's favour. They have both radar and airport support. The Slitherine carrier group here is defenseless and eliminated. And the Wargaming team lost their carrier on this side. If the Slitherine team can keep theirs alive, that would be a big deal. And it looks like they will. So they're trading blows here. The Wargaming team eliminated one carrier group, and the Slitherine team also eliminated a carrier group. Just barely. So that is an interesting trade in blows there, straight away. Obviously not much action will be happening on this side of the world just yet. It takes a long time to actually engage these regions, since they're so far away from each other. But that is who can tell who's winning right now? That was a pretty even trade between the teams there. Hey guys, that was a much better start for you.
Yeah, it's about time.
You managed to knock out a Slitherine carrier group. They managed to knock out one of your carrier groups. That was a pretty even trade.
Feels a little bit better that think having radars in the right place probably helps, it turns out, huh?
Yes, I've actually been commenting that you have put radar on the front line, and that's given you the intel advantage, which is letting you win these engagements more convincingly. I think of the two trades, yours was slightly better. The Slitherine Navy is mostly devastated, but they did keep that carrier alive, whereas you eliminated their carrier group. Not anymore. Alright, so tell us a bit about your change in strategy for this second match.
I'll go first. One thing I know about the Middle East is that my job is to get the living shit kicked out of me. So my biggest goal here is just to keep them busy and keep eating up targets, and if they're blowing up structures and cities in my territory, my buddies should be able to build up their stockpiles.
Yeah. I've actually I've just realised you've swapped colours as well as positions, so I've been referring to the pair of you incorrectly. It's a good thing the first fight was a trade, though.
I try to make it easy.
Interesting.
Okay, right. Well, we'll check in with the Slitherine team and see how they feel about the developing situation. Hey guys. You guys tricked me early on because you swapped colours as well as positions.
Ah, right, yeah.
Whoops.
Just mirrored the last setup.
Well, it's been a pretty even trade to kick off here. You lost a carrier group, they lost a carrier group. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I think most of the action is going on for Europe and Africa, really, on our end. Dan, I think you're having a little bit of a rough time, aren't you?
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a mess at the top.
And they have against aircraft already.
There's an interesting situation developing, but I can't tell you about it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, most of the action around the Middle East, Africa, and a lot of fighting for the Baltic.
You're supposed to be our inside man. Give us the info.
Oh, I can't do that. It seems like things have calmed down a little bit. So anyway, I'll get back to the audience, and good luck.
All right. Yep.
Hey guys, okay, it's just me and you now. Me and the audience, we know. that the ships in the night are passing here. Oh, but have they been detected? No, it doesn't look like they have yet. Both teams are scouting around, but the Slitherine team are sneaking submarines into position off the coast of China and to the north of Australia, and it's it's gonna get ugly once nukes are available. What will be interesting is if this carrier group gets detected, because it's sandwiched between an airport and another carrier group. That could go really badly. Oh! The Slitherine team have detected the enemy carrier group and he's turned around and he's going after it. But is that a fight he'll win? He's got 3 destroyers and a carrier, and he's facing off against 3 destroyers, a carrier, and a submarine. Oh, he was using a scout helicopter. That's how he found them. Is it wise to engage over the enemy strike group? I don't think so. And the Pentagon Wargaming team have realized it. They're turning around and now they're going after this group. Losing a naval group is really such a big deal in this early phase of the game. It will still be some time before the nuclear arsenals develop, so elimination of naval assets is a key priority. Can he sneak out of enemy territory with his fleet intact? Oh, he's been detected! Yeah, he's blatantly being detected. Will he go after him? Yes, he will! Yes, he will! He does not have ship-to-air missiles yet. So the fleet is defenseless. I'm not sure what he's doing here. He's deploying his bombers, but then bringing them back. I think these aircraft are out of range. They're returning home due to lack of fuel. What is going on here? I'm not sure he knows how to order his strike craft to bomb that navy, and now it's going to get away. Oof. Alright, there's a strike group here as well, but it seems like the Wargaming team have not got anything in the region that can assist. Unless, of course, this navy sits still. If it sits still, then these missile launchers might be able to get those ships. He got away. I can't believe he got away. Let's find out about that.
What?
Guys! How could you let that carrier group get away?
I don't know.
I'm taking, man. I got no offense.
It's a real key part of the game early on to sink the enemy's navy, and I think Satur, he really overextended, and I think you actually had that in the bag. But Dockfather 6 failed to sink those ships. What happened?
I can't find them.
Oh, you can't see them! That's why your aircraft kept returning.
I shot all their aircraft down, and now I can't see them, so...
You don't have any, those little helicopters that AWACS support, you don't have any radar support down there, so that's why you couldn't target the Navy, because you couldn't see it.
That is correct.
Can't fire blind.
He is very... he's very, very lucky to have gotten away, I think. So, but anyway, good luck, guys. I think you're doing much better this time. It looks good. Hey, guys, you were so lucky to get that carrier group out. What was that doing all the way in Australia, in hostile territory?
Issuing a warning.
You got really lucky there, Satur. He couldn't see you. He didn't have the intelligence assets to track your navy.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just keeping an eye on what his ships are doing with my AWACSs.
You engaged him early over his ships and had most of your air force shot down, and I thought he was going to punish you and take out your carrier fleet. Did you not think that he would have ship-to-air missiles?
I would expect so, but I knew I had better intel stuff, so I had a reasonable expectation to get out of there alive.
All
It was
right.
risky though.
It was. I think you were very lucky to slither your way out of that. But you know, all's fair in love and war. So, yep. Good luck, guys. Carry on doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna check in with the audience. Hey guys, so what do you think so far? It's much more of an even fight this time. Oh, Europe is taking so much damage right now. Hatcake is in the negative points now. The scores are much more even now. In fact, the Wargaming team is pulling ahead, I would say, at this early first phase of the game. They have I wouldn't say it's a significant points lead yet, but if they can hold this lead, then it's going to see them to the victory screen. This stream will be available to view on this Twitch channel after it's done if you missed the start, so don't worry. Ooh, the Wargaming team is just laying into Europe. Hotcake is being sent back to the Stone Age. Oof. So, one thing we haven't talked about is the more damage you take, the lower your GDP will be, and that lowers your production. So, Hotcake may find himself, or Hatcake I should say, he may, Hatcake, he may find himself in a position where he can't build anything because his industry is so crippled. The side of the US has been pretty badly damaged here. Up here in Canada, we have a number of missile silos that have not been detected yet. If they could be eliminated, that would be very, very big. Meanwhile, a very powerful Wargaming team carrier group is moving in. But there is plenty here to deal with it. 2 airports and a carrier group, although the carrier group's aircraft have not yet been replenished, so this carrier is more or less defenseless. But there are plenty of fighters available at these airfields, even if the bombers have all been destroyed. So maybe if they can use the fighters to eliminate the carriers' complement, they can then get in and sink that navy. That would be a pretty important takedown. Lots of I would call minor nuclear skirmishes going on across the map right now, but this battle here could potentially decide the match. Those AWACS planes are giving Satur exactly the information he needs. So he knows that this carrier group is coming. And in fact, he's just restocked his aircraft carrier and he is now launching. Oh, I think the wise move here would be for the Wargaming team to actually pull out. I think he's under pressure to do damage, but I think he might lose this carrier group if he pushes his luck. He is playing cautiously here. He does have this destroyer scouting, but I think it's going to be picked off. Oof! He's got a silo. This is quite the standoff going on here. Meanwhile, this carrier group is uncontestedly destroying the continental US. And that's the thing, you know, naval groups are really one of the most important and most strategic pieces on the board, especially in the early game. He's doing very well though. He's holding his ground. Salter's had enough. He's sending his destroyers in. Is that a wise move? It might be. Oh, is that aiming for the airport? No. If he knew about the airports, I don't think he'd be pushing, but he doesn't know about them. Although this one hasn't got any bombers, but aircraft can be rebuilt and replaced pretty quickly. Okay, it's kicking off the all-important naval engagement. Oh, he got them all nuked! Oh, what a blunder! Oh, well done to the Wargaming team. Hey guys!
Hey!
You just managed to nuke all of Sutur's navy. I thought you were going to lose that engagement, but it looks like you might win it.
Well, Doc took it really personally when you...
Oh, you nuked this carrier as well!
Oh, yeah, I'm done with that. Goodbye Milan, too, because that just needs to go away.
Oh, but you lost your carrier as well.
That's fine.
Yeah? Yeah? Happy with the trade?
Trade.
The important part about mutual assured destruction is that it is mutual.
You have established a firm lead in this game.
So there's goes Buenos Aires.
Mitch, can I get Merben fires on Egypt again, please?
Did you use a meteorite?
Yes. I mean, it's the only way to be sure, right?
Good man, good man. Right, I'll go check in with the other side. Hey guys!
Hello?
What's going on? They're beating you. They're beating you pretty handily.
Yeah, they got a slight edge.
Yeah, that is very difficult to defend the US. Much easier the position.
This sounds familiar. I heard these kind of excuses in the other channel last game. Now I'm hearing them in here.
You have to be ready with excuses and somebody to blame. For example, it's Bart's fault for me.
What's going on with Europe? Hatcake is being microwaved here right now.
But
Well,
you're attacking with normal missiles. Is it intended?
It's a slow and agonizing death.
Sorry?
You are attacking what? Raiders and seal and
Yeah.
side. Okay, I see.
Just to help them out a little.
Okay, I thought it
Your
was a mistake.
stealth bombers are going in, taking out enemy radar. And the launchers. Alright guys, I'll let you carry on.
Thank you.
Alright guys, I am back with the Twitch audience now. And the Pentagon Wargaming team have learnt quickly because they are pulling ahead. The game will be soon. Very, very soon. I think one of our moderator elves can provide the potential exact date. Oh man, Europe is getting absolutely thrashed this game. I I'm not sure if it's worth deploying defenses in Europe because there's almost nothing left of it. Okay, looks like the Slitherine team have deployed some satellites here to try and get better intel. There's been so much destruction this time of key strategic assets that there's almost nothing left on the board. This is the last major naval group, which of course belongs to the Pentagon Wargaming team. Okay. The guys are all developing their nuclear arsenals right now. It's all nuclear research all the way. Ooh, Baghdad finally took a hit. Looks like the Middle East might finally take some damage. The Middle East and India have actually been mostly spared, and I think it's the sheer amount of aircraft patrolling the area that's really held the line. See, stealth bombers coming in, but intercepted by a whole wall of fighters. Yup, they're looking to... Oh, the missile was intercepted! So, Viceroy Gage of the Wargaming team has actually gotten the anti-ballistic missile upgrade for his SAM sites. And that's going to make them that's going to allow them to take out some of these long-range missiles before they hit. Which is a big deal. They're expensive to make, and you really want to do damage with them. Oh, there goes New York. Hope there was no one living there. It's interesting engagement here, but it's a position where the Pentagon Wargaming team have a lot of aerial assets, and I think that's really going to enable them to win any incursions. Meanwhile, this carrier group is doing so much damage. As soon as it's got bombs to drop, it's dropping them. Los Angeles is now a glow crater. Mexico is now also a glow crater. And it doesn't seem like the Slitherine team have any assets in place to do anything about it. Attempting to stealth bomb it here. Oh, he got it! He got through! Ah, the Pentagon Wargaming team failed to launch their fighters in time. And the stealth bomber actually got through and nuked the carrier. So that's going to pull the teeth out of that assault, but has the damage already been done? I think I would say that it has. I think the damage has already been done, personally. Well, they sank that naval group now, but is it too late? Is it too late? Let's find out from the Slitherine team. Guys, you finally took out that naval group that was terrorizing the US, but was it too late?
There's time. There's always more time for nukes.
It got a lot of damage done. It got a lot of damage done. Did you just not have the resources to deal with it?
I think the North American coastline has been a little bit neglected.
A little bit neglected.
No,
It glows brighter than the sun. Although not as brightly as Europe.
There goes another Australian airfield. There we go.
That's a very very anti-EU game, this.
It's a little hard to build stuff when you've got no people around.
Yeah, I'm trying to help out a little then. Hope you appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
It's good you're protecting Norway, and I think we can all agree that that's important. Not that I live there or anything. Guys! You
Yeah.
finally got your carrier group on the US seaboard eliminated, but man, did it get some damage done.
Yep.
Those carrier incursions are no joke.
Man, I just went into the Slitherine team room and I'm like, why did you allow that to happen for so long? I mean, you
I know,
lost
I just
it.
sat out there.
You eventually lost it, but it was worth it.
So worth it. I hit Vancouver, Anchorage all the way down. I just hit cities on the way down until I ran out of nukes.
So what's your plans for the late game? We're now heading in towards the mid to late game. Any change of strategy, or are you quite happy with how it's going?
I think we've got to flex in, and Sebastian's got to take the lead because their ISR is just hammered Doc's ICBMs. Like, they know whenever he puts something down.
Yeah, it's the Slitherine team does like to play the intelligence game a fair bit, and it does pay off. I take it none of your. I'm just trying to think here, but you don't really have the same level of like satellite coverage that you did previously.
Oh,
nah,
No,
we
just
gave
went
up on
full
that.
potato. Yeah.
You gave up on satellite coverage.
Hey, they got subs in the Black Sea. Never mind, or they had destroyers in the Black Sea. They have
Oh,
They had operative word.
somebody's launching ICBMs from Africa.
Yeah, I can't get through there. He's got a really good SAM network.
Hey guys, so I'm back with the audience now. It's total chaos. I think that the Pentagon Wargaming team have got this one in the bag. It really kicked off right from the beginning with both sides aggressively pursuing each other's navies, and that resulted in a lot of assets being sunk right at the beginning. Europe has just been devastated. Kind of brutal. Polo is doing really well for the Slitherine team. He's actually climbing the leaderboard again. But I don't think we'll need to count the points for this one. How'd you detect the stealth bomber? Aerial patrols. You can set automatic aerial patrols and that will detect it. Also, there are very many upgrades to radar. Highly upgraded radar will find them. But not everyone has really highly upgraded radar. If you have a lot of radar coverage and you've unlocked all the upgrades for it, which is no small investment, then you will be able to detect stealth and you will be able to shoot it down. But you'll obviously suffer in other developmental areas if you do that. The cheapest way to do it is with fighter patrols. Get a lot of airports and have a lot of fighters patrolling around looking for them, because stealth cannot hide from fighter planes. So if they enter the sight range of a fighter plane, they'll be immediately detected. Ooh, Navy keeps on getting deployed in there to try and take out these assets, but it's not happening. Okay, I think most of the action in this game has sort of occurred around Europe, with just one carrier group getting some real work done here. Also, the Wargaming team correctly managed to identify a Slitherine team silo and take it out, and they're aiming for the other one. Taking out the launchers would be a big deal. They are not cheap. As totally undefended. Oof. Madrid is still mostly in one piece. The rest of Europe, not so much. Just 6 minutes left. I think both sides are devastated and exhausted now. There's some time to score some final points. but I think the Pentagon Wargaming team have got this one in the bag. Oof. Oh no! They went after the anime again. Satur, man, he does it every time. Every time. Okay, so damage is finally being returned to Russia, but I think it's too late. Yeah, too little too late for the Slitherine team to claw this one back. They're getting some work done, but I don't think we need a mathematician to add the points together here and find out who the winner is. Ooh, no. Fighter planes are taking those threats down. Oh, Moscow got hit again though. But still using strat bombers at this point in the game, whereas the Wargaming team have already gained access to advanced aircraft. Not the best matchup. Satur's got some stealth bombers, but will they land their payloads in time? There's very little time left. No, I think this is a Pentagon Wargame team win, and that's not going to change in the dying moments. But maybe some extra ordnance gets off. Oof, oof, oof! 50 megaton bombs. All right, let's check in with the teams and see what they thought.
Second, I did not.
Lobby.
That.
Howdy.
Hey guys! I don't think I need to add the I don't think I need to add the points together this time. Oh, we're just waiting for the Pentagon Wargaming team. Here they come.
Sweet victory.
Well played,
Oh,
guys.
very, very gracious.
I wasn't very close. I did a mistake because in the end, since I was a second, I tried to study in the last 10 minutes, the 10 megaton bomb. When in the beginning I concentrated on, I focused on the ordinary one. So that was a mistake because probably sending a couple of more ICBM could have changed the course of action. Do you want to do the final game? Everybody has time.
So the question is, Pentagon Wargaming team, do you have time for a deciding match?
I got time if you guys do.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna settle the score.
1 second. I would like to say that Paulo, I won this one.
I know. It was very close, but in the end, it's very difficult to defend the bases, the silos in North America. In East Asia is much better. This is something that people will soon understand when they play the demo version we are going to publish during Steam Festival from 7th October to 13th October. If you want to do another game, we can again swap continents. We can do, for example, south of the world to the north of the world, or something like that.
For the final match, let's set it up like a patchwork. So no cohesive continents, patchwork quilt of various. One side gets Europe, the other side gets North. Hello guys, welcome back to the ICBM challenge. We are ready to kick off with the final round. So let's bring that game up and let's get into it. Alright, alright. Man, it couldn't be closer. And the Pentagon Wargaming team have learnt quickly. Okay, so this time it's the patchwork quilt. The teams have been split up. They'll have to defend themselves. But who will come out on top? That is the question. 9 seconds and the game will be kicking off. Ooh. Slitherine team in red, Pentagon Wargaming team in green, and the Slitherine team are aggressively positioning in the Black Sea. I want to say that's the Black Sea, near the Crimea. Okay, and it's all kicking off immediately. Bombers are being launched. Nukes. Nukes are being dropped immediately. Bombers are being launched. But is this a mistake? There's a fighter patrol right here. Let's hope that Vladimir realizes that there's a fighter patrol there and pulls those bombers back before he loses them. Oh, Moscow's taking hits already. Oof. It's carnage. The border between Europe and Russia is a hot zone right now. But the Slitherine carrier group is holding on. Oh, and Moscow's taking huge damage. Okay. Vladimir's destroyers have got surface-to-air missiles, but will they be overwhelmed? They are. They are overwhelmed, and that naval group has been sunk already. And the carrier group has gone down as well. At the cost of his entire air force, though. Oh, and now he is in a twist. Now the Wargaming team are going to deploy in the Black Sea next to the Crimea, and it's going to become the opposite situation. Let's have a listen into the Wargaming team.
Okay.
Hey guys, how do you think it's going so far?
Good, if I sink that carrier.
Yeah, a Black Sea carrier is a strat.
So one of the audience members in the chat asked what the points are based on. The points are based on how many people you keep alive. If you take casualties, you lose points, and you gain points for inflicting casualties. Just like you inflicted some casualties on Rome there.
Yeah, so Europe putting the carrier in the Black Sea definitely gave them an advantage. They were able to temporarily overwhelm my air power, but with little help from my friends, I was able to take the Black Sea.
Yeah, that was an interesting play and counterplay there. So you held on to your navy and decided to deploy it later.
Looking at Russia, I didn't think I had a lot of places where I could put the navy that would immediately do damage, so I wanted to wait and see what showed up in my waters first. And sure enough, they did something crazy.
Yeah, I think it's worked out well for you. Okay, let's pop into the Slitherine team's channel and see what they think. Hey guys, how do you think it's going?
So. On my end, at least. I don't know about the rest of the guys.
Oh, you're in some trouble here, Hat Cake.
Yeah, it's a mess.
You've got a naval group on your front door.
I asked him if he wanted to take Europe again, but he preferred not to.
Was there some competition as to who would get to play which continent?
No, not really, to be honest. Quite quickly sorted.
So what's your overall strategy? I don't see a lot of assets deployed by you guys just yet.
I'm studying to get as soon as possible the 10 megaton missiles that worked so well in the first game. And so, but it's a long way, and now I'm not defended by my teammates because we patched around the world. So I have enemies all around in Africa, in West Asia, and in Russia. So I need to do as soon as possible to get to a good point to begin to send missiles around.
All right. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. You've drawn an early lead here.
We need it.
Hatcake has managed to maintain a good score by simply not doing anything. Will that change? All right, guys. It's been an interesting beginning. You know, the disadvantage to putting your navy here, though, is that it can't get out. So, defensively, I guess it's great, but offensively, it's kind of not so great. Still, this position does give the Pentagon Wargaming team, it does give them good projection into all of this territory, which belongs to the Slitherine team, who are sort of sandwiched sandwiched between these two positions here. Meanwhile, the battle between the continental US and South America? Let's just call that. There's a bit here as well, but anyway, and the the treasure islands. There we go. We're testing our geography here. I think the Slitherine team are winning this one just slightly. Mexico has been severely damaged and it's right on the front line. But things have calmed down quite a bit. I don't see many naval assets for the Slitherine team, which is interesting. Because naval assets are, you know, can be increasingly important. Oh, Manila's just being nuked into the dirt. And such an important population center. That's some pretty serious damage there. Let's have a look. Let's have a talk with the Slitherine team and see what's going on in terms of their naval strategy. They don't seem to have any navy. So this is an interesting change in tactics. Hey guys, so how come you haven't got a navy? Talk me through it. And it's not just that the Wargaming team sunk a portion of it. You actually have gone for significantly less navy than usual.
Yeah, it might be the layout of continents, really. I mean, in my case, I have a lot of terrestrial concerns, basically. So bordering Russia, not really useful to prepare for a naval war, I suppose.
Oh, London just took a hit.
Yep. Can't defend from North America, though. It's too much.
Your score lead is slowly being chipped away.
Yeah, I'm attacked from 3 sides now, so there's only so much you can do at that point.
Fair enough. Do you think the rest of the team is going to be able to carry you then?
I certainly expect Dan to do it.
Oh,
all right. Let's check in with the Wargaming team and see what they think.
Research.
Hey guys, you're chipping away at that Slitherine lead.
Yeah.
It's close. I think they still have slightly more points than you because 2 of you have got negative scores, but it's very close.
Yeah, it's this was a nail biter. I know Europe is really aggressive with the air power.
Yeah, it's So, do you regret putting your naval group in the Black Sea now? Because he can't go anywhere.
Oh no, not at all. I just have him stocking up on nukes, and essentially once he's ready, I'll start churning away at Europe again.
Cool. You're not concerned that it might be an easy target there for counterattacks because it can't go anywhere.
I kind of hope it is, because again, that means they eat more up on me. Once again, I'm in the tank role, and if they're spending stuff on my naval power that can't actually do that much, that's good for us. If I can keep restoring nukes, I can still put some points on the board and weaken Europe.
Fair enough.
Kind of win.
Well, you guys are definitely in the lead now. I think, yeah, I'm doing hot math on stream here, but I think you're about 200 points ahead.
Oh, wow.
It's not the hugest lead, but it's a lead.
I think what we can get.
All right, guys, I'll leave you to it. All right, guys. So, what do you think? Who's going to take it? It's it's very close.
I'm not with anybody but Paolo.
Anybody but Paolo. So, guys in the Twitch chat, I'm looking at you. What do you think? Who's going to take it? Speak to me. It is very close right now. I think the battle for Europe will be key. There's a lot of air power here for the Pentagon Wargaming team. And that air power is not just providing defense, it's also providing intel. This is a bit of a standoff down here. I don't think... Oh, there goes the anime again. I don't think there's much that these two sides can do to attack each other. Potentially this naval group could actually push down, get the airfield, and then do some real damage, but they may not realize that they have that position, that they're actually in a good position to attack here. It's a game of intelligence. You don't know where the other guy's assets are. I tried to stealth bomb the carrier group here and did some pretty solid damage to it, but only managed to sink a destroyer, not the aircraft carrier. With the amount of air defenses down here, though, I don't think air power is going to get much done, provided he's got the correct upgrades for those SAM sites. They shouldn't have too much trouble. Europe just can't get its foot in the air. And it now has an AWACS plane. An AWACS plane just floating above it, revealing everything that's there. Oh, is that 50? No, that's 1 megaton bombs. Ooh, will they get that stealth plane? No, it got away. Just barely. Just barely got away. It's got 2 nukes. Man, Europe is currently being patrolled by the enemy. I think the Pentagon Wargaming team could score a lot of points in Europe. And they are going for it with this launcher. And the Slitherine team doesn't have anything in position to deal with it, so it's just free to fire away. It's still everything to play for. It's still a very close game. Oh, okay, an airfield has finally been deployed. But I feel like without some SAM sites, it's not going to get anything done. Without some SAM sites to manage all of these fighters when they cross the border, you know, it's going to be a challenge to really do anything with the airfield, with the air assets. I think the Pentagon Wargaming team have got this on lockdown. Oh, and bombers are being deployed now for the Middle East. I'm surprised that Australia has not taken more damage. Although Manila is being bombed into paste right now, and that's actually a really big target. That's like a really important center of GDP. Every hit against that is going to do a lot of damage to the Australian partly Asian continent player here. Ooh, this silo's been detected from the Pentagon Wargaming team. Slitherine's gonna take it out. That's a big loss. Those silos are not cheap. Ooh! The Middle East has just dropped 50 megatons on Kapla, which is now kaput. Oh, and they lost the silo. Without air coverage, without air defenses, any silos that get built are going to be detected. Might have been better to put the silos back here in Tibet, where they could be defended by. No, what am I saying? There's no defense here. There's nowhere for them to be. These two Slitherine players are in just so much trouble. There's nowhere where they can put their silos that would be safe, especially with this carrier group marauding down here. I think the Wargaming team is going to be able to just extract points out of these two players. Okay. Hey guys, how do you think you're doing?
I think I'm turning Europe into a graveyard.
You have got Europe and the Middle East on lockdown with all that air power.
Look at it glow. Such an unhealthy greed.
I also just love Doc's line of verbs. Very Napoleonics.
The Slitherine team were doing really well for a long time, but it seems like you've managed to establish control of two of their territories here, and just so much damage being done.
Well, you see, they tasked us, and now we have to destroy them.
Oh, you just lost your airport!
Oh, they figured it out. I do have another way they can come in.
Sebastian, it's up to you, man.
Oh no, I don't know. They just took out my
Oh,
silo.
the carrier's gone as well!
They finally got their stealth.
20 minutes left and it's still very close. 20 minutes left, guys. Can you pull it back?
Unlikely.
Well, pulls his weight, we should be alright.
I might have to add the points together for this one, maybe. We'll see, but I don't know, man. You're taking a lot of hurt in the Middle East and in Europe.
Yep.
Ooh, 50 megaton bombs are being dropped. It's Vladimir's revenge.
Now they are playing much better than the first game. So it's something that is important for a game, that if a new player, for example, can learn fast and win in the second and the third game, he does. Or in any case, be in a good position in the ladder.
Oof. Casablanca is now just blank. Oh, you're pulling it back. You're pulling it back. 15 minutes left and your points are climbing. All right, let's go back to the audience and see what they think. So guys, who do you think's gonna win it? It's really close now. I think the Slitherine team are they've been holding their claws in, developing 50 megaton bombs, and now they're being dropped all over the US. All over the US and Canada, and Mexico is already a glow crater. Points are being scored. I may have to tally up the totals here. So much damage is being done to the US right now. The game is slipping out of the grip of the Pentagon Wargaming team. Oh, this stealth bomber, is he going to get shot down? Nope, they can't see it. Yes! Manila is getting... Manila is just like a giant green glowing ball. Australia has just been left alone. Now, obviously, bombs score less points and do less damage the more damage has already been done. Oh, so many! The US is being annihilated! So many 50-ton bombs are being dropped. 10 minutes left, and the Slitherine team are really scoring points now. Let's check in with the Wargaming team. Guys, the game is slipping away. They're bombing you into paste in the US.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the pain.
Yeah, the tide did turn. Oh well.
They are influencing the vote right now in a big way.
Seriously.
There's going to be nothing left.
Yeah, I admit I didn't expect South America to be the ace in the hole.
Yeah, that happened.
We're struggling to reach it.
Oof.
Apparently,
Yeah, they're really getting your population centers in the US and Canada right now.
Oh, trust me, I'm feeling it.
I thought you had this one in the bag, but it's slipping away. You got 6 minutes to turn it around, guys.
For a turnaround, if we can't start taking out everything in South America.
Well, then we got the Pacific, man. I'm not hitting it fast and hard enough. That's what she said.
Vancouver is now Uber. Mexico is now Mexigon. Oh, there goes Charlotte.
Oh, at least I can. Oh, come on, get that stupid bomber.
Your problem is you've got no radar there. You can't get a good grip on him.
I know. He took out my radar early on, and just couldn't spend time building another one.
Oh,
Now I'm just hopefully offense.
The destruction is truly global right now.
okay, let's see what happens here. Oh! Take that, Jakarta!
Oof. Bombay has now
Doesn't
been
matter, I beat
bombayed.
Hollow. That's what matters in the end.
You're not wrong.
Alright guys, we're closing in on the finish, 2 minutes left. The developer has taken the lead. Oh, it's so close though. I may need to add the points together here. We might have to pull the calculator out. Thirty seconds left. Ooh. And it's all over. Let's see, let's add these points together. Yeah, I think this is a Slitherine win. I'm pretty sure. Hey guys, I'm adding the points together now. I gotta pull a calculator out and add the points together. We're gonna find out who won. It is very close, but I think Slitherine have won.
Yeah, I should have switched to the 50 megatons earlier.
Well played, boys. Well played.
Yeah, you did much better in the last two games. I mean, you learned faster.
Has anyone got a calculator? I'm looking for my mobile. I realized I haven't got it with me.
Let's see, score-wise.
We have 1,071 plus 635 plus 335 and then minus 232 for the Slitherine team.
So let me calculate them up real quick. 635.
The other two games were won by such a landslide that no adding together was required, but this one is actually pretty close.
All right, so Slitherine has 1,809 points.
Okay, and then the Pentagon Wargaming team had 657, 590, 219, and minus 42.
Minus 42, that's killing us.
Just the last bomb I threw to you.
Yep. So the Pentagon came up with 1,424. So good job, Slitherine.
Wow, there's only like
Nice.
200 points in it. That was so close.
The free war is in good hand. Pentagon,
Oh wow, that was a wow comment.
Pentagon, do you like the game?
Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun.
It's something very good. The problem is when you play in the same room, you have the temptation to throw the chairs to the one who destroy your capital. But since we are all far away, our friendship is solid. What about doing another game later when the game will be released with the final form? Could be end of November. Did you like the idea?
Well, I'm sure we can leave that to be organized next time. I hope everyone enjoyed this. It was really fun. It was victory for the Slitherine team by the slightest of margins, I think. Both the first two games were won by a landslide, and the third and final game was pretty vicious. Special thank you to the Pentagon Wargaming team for being good sports and playing the third match. We were only meant to have them for I think about an hour and 50 minutes, and we had them for 2. So very, very, very special thank you to them, and we will see all of you guys next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.